It's time to put the power to the ground. At the VP Racing Fuels making power point, the 44th salute to the troops, 150 is green.
Up off turn 2 for the first time down the back straightaway. It's going to be Stuart Friesen out to an early lead down to turn number 3. Friesen going to bring him down here off of turn number 4. He will lead lap number 1. Score lap number 1 to Stuart Friesen in the Halmar International number 44 car. As Ryan Dolbear rides in the runner-up position as they work their way down the back straightaway. David Dickey back there in the number 3. Oh, we got one in trouble. Your second place man in the wall up here in turn number 4, and that's our first yellow. Your pole sitter, Ryan Dolbear.
Green lights back on, and they charge down into turn number 1 and 2. Friesen to the lead, but look at Lance Willicks go on the bottom.
Willicks taking over second position, taking that away from Gary Lindbergh as they work down here off of turn number 4. Lindbergh back there in third, spot number 4 to car number 4. It's the 4-star car of Anthony Perego. Currently rounding out your top 5 is the defending winner of this event. That's Matt Williamson.
Oh, we got one in the wall. It's Mike Mahaney on the back straightaway. He caught the wall a ton over there.
Right now, they're going to go back to green as the green flag is out. Willicks hanging right there with him. But Stu Friesen going to roll off at turn number 2. Look at Willicks. He has got a good run off the corner. Perego now going to make his way to third. That'll be at the expense of Linfield as they work up off of turn number 4. Your leader continues to be Stuart Friesen.
Larry White using that famous lane around the top side. He's trying to clear Matt Williamson and does. Now he's going to go after Gary Lindbergh down the front straightaway as they drag race down in front.
Lindbergh clear him as they go into turn number 1 and 2, but it over, and the driver who's starting to make headway in lap traffic, here comes Money Matt. He finds his way around Larry White. That's for the number 5 spot. Money Matt up into the top 5 for the first time here in this feature.
Watching some drivers making some pretty aggressive moves in here when they think they got him clear, and they're cleared by only inches off the turn, and they'll slide up in front of him. Matt Williamson, he's going to lose the spot to Larry White once again, going down into turn 1 and 2. That's for the 5 spot.
The 99L starting to come to life on the outside lane as he gets by Williamson for 5th and now sets his sights on Anthony Perego for the number 4 spot. Larry swings to the top off turn number 4. He's got it down to about a car length in front of him and Perego as they go up into turn number 1 and 2. Larry on the outside as Perego struggles to get by Bartlett. Larry going to get another spot down the back straightaway as White moves into the number 4 spot, getting by car number 4. Now he's got a little bit of gap between himself and Gary Lindbergh, but Larry White starting to move up through the field quickly.
And Perego trapped behind a lap car, and that's going to allow Matt Williamson to get down to the bottom on Anthony Perego. Matt Shepard watching the battle for position number 7 right here.
Larry White has found something up on the top side, and Timmy, I don't think I have to tell you this. Lance Willicks isn't coming off the bottom anytime soon in this race. As right now you're going to see him work his way down, and oh, smoke on the 99L. We saw this last week at Fulton just as it was running his best. A burnt piston on that car. Let's hope it's not anything too bad as smoke started to show from the 99L. It's coming back out as he goes to the bottom of the racetrack, but now we got a battle for the number 3 spot off at turn number 2. Matt Williamson going to go to position number 3 as he gets by his brother-in-law Gary Lindbergh going down into the corner. Now the 6 machine going to pull in, close the gap on the 31, down coming off on turn number 4 this time. They come down the front straightaway. We saw Friesen get out to that 6-second lead, but Money Matt might be the fastest car on the racetrack other than the 44 right now as he moves into the number 3 spot, trying to find his way around Lance Willicks. He gets ahead of steam down the back straightaway. Side by side they go as they roll down into turn number 3 and 4. New second place man, Money Matt, has gone to second as he looks for his second consecutive salute to the troops 150 victory.
Well, the smoke starting to show again off the 99L, and we got trouble down in turn number 4. Car slow here on the front straightaway. That's the 84Y of Alex Jankowski.
Well, the smoke's getting thicker out of the back of the 99L.
It got real thick.
Yes, it did. You're right.
She just let go.
As we'll go back to green, 81 laps complete here in the salute to the troops 150.
And Friesen to the point. Williamson back to second. Lance Willix, Gary Lindberg fighting for second. The battle is on. Matt Williamson is the new leader as they head up into turn number 3 and 4. Money Matt to the point as they click off lap number 82. Stuart Friesen in a spot that he hasn't been all day long.
Keep an eye on the inside lane, however, and keep an eye on Lance Willix as the last time by. He went off the left front. Meanwhile, we got a car slowing in turn number 3 and 4. That's the Philadelphia, New York driver of Sean Shaw. And that's not going to work as yellow flag comes out onto the speedway here.
Green lights are back on. Money Matt gets to the point quickly. Stuart Friesen, Lance Willix, Gary Lindberg, and Felix Waugh looking to venture upstairs to catch some bite. He does. He'll get around. Anthony Perrego goes after Lindberg, but the door was shut when he got there. And now watch Matt Shepard. He saw what Felix Waugh was doing up there. He says, hey, that looks pretty good. He's going to try it. He'll step out of line and get another position.
91 laps complete as they cross the start-finish line this time by. Matt Shepard up on the top side trying to crack the top 5 for the first time in this feature event. He'll drive around the outside of Felix Waugh going into turn number 1 and 2 and clear the 91 as the Herlock Auto and Speed Supply Westmoreland Golf Club car number 9S into the top 5.
Anthony Perrego up top, Felix Waugh down low. 358 series point leader going after the man who finished second in this race a year ago, Anthony Perrego, to be on caution on the racetrack, Mike.
Yellow flag out on the speedway here on lap number 92.
You see the crews moving around now.
So the field making their way in. This is officially our competition caution here on lap number 92. Lap number 93 coming back onto the speedway. We're back to green. Williamson and Friesen side by side as they head down into turn number 1 and 2. It's Williamson taking the race lead.
And Money Matt goes back to the point. Stuart Friesen right there with him. Look at Matt Shepard go up on the top side of the speedway. He's trying to get around Gary Lindberg and will do so down into turn number 3. Anthony Perrego right there with him as well as they click off lap number 93 this time by.
Williamson your leader. Friesen in the number 2 spot. Then it's Matt Shepard in third. Fourth, Gary Lindberg. Battle for the number 5 spot. Name we haven't said so far this. Salute to the troops 150. Tim Sears Jr. fighting for the number 5 spot down the back straightaway as he's side by side with Perrego as they head down into 3 and 4. As we're almost 2/3 of the way through this one, here as they work up into turn 1 and 2.
Williamson and Friesen 1 and 2. We got a car against the wall. Gary Lindberg off the pace in turn number 4. Yellow lights are back on.
Matt Williamson picking up where he left off. Now Matt Shepard stepping out of line, going up to the top side of the raceway as they work their way down off the corner, down into turn number 3. Shepard goes right back down to the bottom, back into the tracks on the low line down here off of turn number 4. So Shepard took a peek up high. Looked like Hollywood stepping out of line back there, a little bit deeper in the field.
As the laps continue to click off here, 123 up on the leaderboard. Is change for second on the back straightaway. Matt Shepard, Stuart Friesen for the moment. Friesen back around the top side. Lap car right in front of them. As, oh boy, they got close there off of turn number 4. And Superman to the 2 spot as they work at lap number 124.
He'll bring up through turn number 3 and 4, and he'll see the white flag. Tim Baltz, bring us home.
Final time for Matt Williamson. It starts right now into turn number 1 and 2. St. Catharines, Ontario native. Picked up his first Salute to the Troops 150 1 year ago. That was on a Monday. It's Friday night in Oswego. And Matt Williamson, no one's going to stop him for a second consecutive year. Matt Williamson's going to do it. The 44th Salute to the Troops 150. It's Matt Williamson. Getting ready to step out of the car. 2 in a row. Money, Matt Williamson.
That car was really good out of the rubber, and in the rubber I just felt like I was half average. So hats off to my guys. I really got to thank them all for working hard all week. Wayner's at home from S&W. Him and my dad put this motor in the CW Racing. Paul and Pete give us a hell of a boat on Friday nights, and I got to give a shout out to Wayner. I tried to beg him to come, so miss you at home, buddy. But yeah, Eibach, Wentz Propane and Oil, Integra Shocks. Man, there's a whole group of people that you got to thank for this deal, and I'm just a lucky guy that gets to drive it. Yeah, I could ask some cars until really latch down. You know, I think that I got ahead of some cars that maybe, you know, the others couldn't. And I really didn't want to see a yellow. I knew that. I knew that Stewart had the same mentality as me when I got by him, and it kind of, you know, widened out when the yellow came out. But man, that was entertaining for me. I wish that tomorrow hopefully doesn't latch down as quick. But man, this Saturday, Friday night deal works really good when you win. You can have a couple beers, and I get to sleep in a little bit tomorrow.